All right, y'all. Welcome back to Unplugged with Ashley Amber. Today we have my boy Merk in the building. Merk of all trades, y'all might know him as. What's up, Merk?
What's up, my people?
You know, we cooling. So look, this gonna be the little icebreaker. Tell me the craziest thing that's happened to you since you've been an entrepreneur. I know you got a bunch of them.
Let me think. Man, when I Merk about trades, crazy, like the women definitely like have come to the door with like no clothes on.
No clothes.
Oh, like you knew I was on the way. Like you scheduled the appointment. I confirmed it. Like I said, I'm on the way. Like I'm 15 minutes away.
That's what y'all on?
And then you come to the door. And you like, oh, like you know what I'm saying. And then you run up the steps. Man, you know that thing too. And out of that, like, and these be strangers too. Like I don't be knowing these people. Like they be strangers. But I guess because I'm a public figure, if we could say, like they know who I am, so they just already feel how they feel.
Y'all trying to throw the cookies at Merk?
But listen, I want the money, not the honey. It don't work here, baby.
The money, not the honey. Period.
Yeah, I ain't tripping about none of that.
Okay, so all right, let's get into it. So I talked to you before, and you was telling me about all of your different business endeavors, and I feel like you are somebody who is basically a serial entrepreneur. Like, how do you manage having so many different businesses and it just being you?
I like to just tell people like it's my reality, right? So it's my reality. So to someone else, it looks hectic or chaotic.
Yeah.
But it's controlled chaos. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm good at logistics. So I'm good at mapping things out, making things work, structuring them. So we all have smartphones, and I make my phone be smart. So guess what? If you reach out to me and you mention something that you may need something on a certain day, I'll put it in my phone. Even if it's tentative, I'll put it in my phone. Yeah. So if somebody else call, I can be like, well, I have something on the schedule. If it changed, I'll let you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or it's just like, I'm of the people. Like, personally, like, I get my energy from people. So to do so many different things, I encounter so many different people. So that's how I'm able to run myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I love that. It's you know, it says, and you know,
you better preach. But you know what's so crazy? Like, I commend you for it, but I can't run I can't run it. My business is like that. Like, I have to have things in place, like for people to do where they don't have to call me 24/7 or text me 24/7. Like, that overwhelms me.
It definitely gets overwhelming. It's not for everyone. I'm good at setting boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, as close as we are, as much stuff as I do for you, you get left on red.
Listen, like, he definitely be leaving me on red,
left
y'all.
On red, right?
Like, I be having to double and triple text, like, damn, what's up?
Like, because guess what? That Wednesday might have just whooped me. I gotta take a day. Like, I gotta take a day. That's something that I do that a lot of people in business are not willing to do.
Yeah.
Because they think that it is detrimental.
Yeah.
But if I'm not good, I don't have anything for y'all.
No,
so that's something that I practice that a lot of people won't promote. Like, you know what I'm saying? Set a boundary as a business owner. Like, I see a lot of people on social media a lot of times say, y'all be picking and choosing who y'all want to service.
Yeah.
I definitely do. It's to my discretion. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's to my discretion. I appreciate you wanting to patronize and spend your money with me and Call Merk, but I don't have to take you as a client, customer, or whatever. I don't have to service you. And that's me protecting my peace. But everybody don't know what peace look like, so they get offended.
You know what though? People not realizing that all money is not good money.
It's not, and people say that, but they don't really live it. Like, a lot of cliche things that we say are true, and people believe in them, but they don't walk in them.
Yeah.
Like, I will need some money and turn the job down.
Yeah.
Like, need it, like in dire need of it. But I just like I'm not for sale.
Your piece is more important.
I tell people that all the time. I'm not for sale. I'm not for hire. Like, because if a person can hire you, they can fire you. So that means you need. I'm not for hire. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not for hire.
I like that. You know what? And I think that's something I want to dig deeper into, like, is just setting those boundaries. Like, that's something that I've been working on myself, honestly. It's like setting boundaries in my personal and my business life. I used to be one of them people. I felt like I had to answer your call when you call. I had to text back. Soon as you text me, DM you back. Soon as you DM me.
But no, that's not by your fault, right? That's just society, and because we live in a world where everything is so accessible, they just assume that you're supposed to answer or call because you're accessible. Just because I'm accessible does not mean I am available.
Ooh, available versus accessible.
Come on now, like, you can reach out, but I don't have to reach right back. Like, I saw your message. Like, I have my read receipts on. You know I saw your message, right? But you don't, guess what? You don't know what I got going on right now. Like, people were like, blow my phone up. I might be on a ladder or something. I might be dealing with electric. I might be doing whatever I'm doing. Right. And you like, oh, you didn't text me back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you taking it personal with it. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we are all human in this. And I think a lot of the time the consumer doesn't view us as that. They view us as the service that they need, and they want it right now, and they got their money. And a lot of people are just willing to say, well, I'm going to pay. I'll pay whatever. But it's like, I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been plenty of times where, like, you call and you need something, like, well, my daughter just said she don't want me to work today. I'm going to have to come do y'all tomorrow. Yeah. Like, and I'll be on that.
And I got so much respect for that.
And people say it's unprofessional. And guess what? I don't care. Yeah. Like, I just don't. Like, and that's not to be disrespectful or to not appreciate them trying to spend their money with me, but this trumps that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once I start setting up boundaries, like, I'm in a great space in life personally because I set them boundaries.
Yeah, I love that. And I'm feeling like I'm personally in a better space also because my boundaries, like, I've really been standing on them, really been, you know.
Yeah, and I think when you're a service provider and you also offer impeccable service, people are willing to accept your boundaries, right? Because anytime they dealt with you, you're doing great work. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're nice, you're pleasant, you're pleasant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people that try to set those boundaries or try to act in a certain way, their service isn't good enough for you to take that.
Oh, hey.
Is like, because we'll put up with certain things because we know what comes with it. We'll use hairstylists, for example. Hairstylists be late. And some people put up with their late hairstylists because they're a bomb hairstylist.
And I can't relate to that because for me, don't get me wrong, I'll be late to my own stuff. I was late today. But when it comes to, like, my time and, you know, other people's time, I try to be cognizant of other people's time. And most times when I'm going to get my hair done, I got something to do right after. I'm on a schedule because, you know, with that short hair, for real, the day of is the day you better get the content because tomorrow this shit is going to look
No, that's you. that's you meant to say you and your short hair.
You need to be quiet.
No, you know how you treat. I mean, your business don't do that. My bad. All right, go ahead.
Anyways, no, but I like to get my hair done the day that I have an event or the day that I'm shooting content. That's what I like to do.
Right.
And so if you late all the time, like, that's just not gonna work for me.
I get it. I'm not a fan of late people. I'm a very punctual person, but I get it. But I'm just saying, like, people put up with it in certain situations because of the service that they're getting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then it'd be like subpar service.
That's
and you
terrible.
Like, and you like, come on now. Like, I really only come to you because my people busy, and then you want to be late. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, you know.
I want to do that. No, though. Do you know that you subpar?
Yes. Like,
you know what? That's been a conversation with. Sorry to cut you off. That be a conversation I be seeing all the time too. Like, when the girls be talking about, like, how they raising their prices, and then, like, people will be like, well, what is the standard of service that you're giving, is that going up also?
Yeah, because people like to raise the prices because they say the market. That's cool, like, right? So, like, people tell me that I should raise my prices.
Yeah.
I approach business differently. Mm-hmm. My demographic of people, we just talked about this, they break their TVs all the time, right?
Right.
So, I'm coming to a house all the time. Like, my customer retention is through the roof. Like, through the roof. Like, so I'm not going to smack them over the head with a high price because they may pay that high price one time. That's cool. Like, they not coming back. But I got this cool price. They're going to spend it
exactly
100 times over. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people are saying, that's all it. It's cool, man. Like, I do lockouts. Now, and I have people that like their key in their car every week.
That used to be me.
They like their key in their car every week. Some of the time, it'd be like, man, I was on my way home. You was right here. You was 2 minutes away. It's cool, bro. It's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I do things like that. Like, it's just so.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That works for me. Like, that's worked for me. That's the energy that I like to put out. Like, I give love and it come back.
Yeah, so that's why people love Merk, though.
That works for me. Like, but that's one of mine. That is my business approach. Like, I'm selling me. I don't really be online posting the stuff that I do. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm online being me. I'm online being a dad. I'm online cooking. I'm online traveling. Right? So people are more receptive to having me in a home. And that's the thing too with me. I have to be in your home. That's a little different than you coming to me and me providing you a service. You have to feel comfortable with me being in your home.
Yeah.
Right? So if you see me in my home, you see me with my children, if you see me moving around, you see me going to concerts and these things with my friends and my family, you like, oh, okay. He cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? He cool this. Yeah. So guess what? Yeah, he can come to my house. Like, yeah, it be. And they're strangers. In reality, they're strangers. They be like, oh, I'm going to leave the door open. Like, I've never seen this person in a day in my life.
You've done a great job of branding yourself.
My name is, yes. My name, I tell people all the time, I take care of my family off of my name.
Call Merk is really a thing. Like, you have really
it started as
Call Merk.
It started as a joke.
And guess what? Like, every time somebody posts, hey, y'all know somebody who can come do this for me?
It be stuff that I don't do anything remotely close to what they be asking for, but they still gonna tag me.
Like, and I want you to come try.
Like, nah. And I'll be like, nah, because guess what? I like to do what I'm good at.
Yeah.
That whole thing about, oh, you can do anything you want. That's why we have those people out here doing subpar things. Because somebody told them you can do anything that you want to.
Yeah.
You can. But in that, why wouldn't you want to do something that you can excel at? Yeah. Like, you can get the job done, but do you want to do an exceptional job? Or you just want to get it done? Like, so I like to do things that I'm good at. Or I like to do things that make sense to me. Like, I have a busy life. I don't like to do projects. So I don't want to come and do your floors. I don't want to be at your house for a week. I want to be in your house for an hour. Like,
makes sense.
And I have to know your business model. Like, okay, what do you want to do? Like, because sometimes people just see the dollar and be like, oh, yeah, I'm right there. But it's like, as long as it took you to do that, you could have did 10 of those.
Right.
Like, makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. So what do you feel like is next for Merk? Like, what are you currently working on right now?
The crazy thing is, so I go to therapy, right? Mm-hmm. I'm a therapy advocate, right?
Can we just get some snaps for therapy? So, Black people, we need therapy too.
And my therapist has been on me every session for probably a year that I should do a podcast. Right? So I actually have it all mapped out. I have the name, I have the premise, I have everything.
Yeah.
But my issue with it is I don't want to just be online giving out unsolicited advice.
Right.
I don't want to be online just giving out generalized statements and stuff, right? So, I do good in dialogue. If you give me a problem, I can give you a solution. Or if you give me a scenario, I can give you my perspective. So, what I like to say is that I don't give advice, I just give perspective. And if you take my perspective and you apply it or implement it into your life or your situation and it works, it's the Merk effect. Okay. That's the podcast. The Merk effect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like anything that I have given you and you applied it, it's the Merk effect. Like you see me on tour, Merk on tour, and now you like, bro, I'll be going out of town by myself. That's the Merk effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you see me juggling all these things and you like, man, bro, it made me realize that I can, you know what I'm saying, do those things, or I can have my kids, take them to work with me, whatever the case may be. It's the Merk effect. But she's like really, really, really like been on me about it. I think it would be good too. Cause just think about it, Merk. Like, I know I used to enjoy just even your days in the life. I used to enjoy even when you used to have those videos where you was talking about relationships and stuff. Real talk with Merk. Love that. Man, yes. Shay, you know, it's so crazy. Shout out to Shay. She just tagged me like, yeah, we about to do for a real talk with Merk. And I'm in a greater space than I was then too. Like I'm definitely in a better space, the best space of my life, actually. I love that. So I can articulate those thoughts a lot better now. Yeah. So I got that. They be on me. Lantana be on me. My therapist, she like, look, she's like, do you hear she like, I'm about to start recording our sessions so you can hear yourself talk. Like, she like, you just don't understand. But I think a lot of the times, you know, we're just being ourselves, so we don't look at it like that. So I told him, like, as much of a hustler as I am, it's hard for me to solicit myself. But I think this is a different, so maybe this will give you some perspective. So I've been wanting to do this for a while. But same thing, like I felt like I didn't really want to be a teacher on my podcast. I felt like that's what kind of took over my Instagram is me being a teacher. Right. You know? Whereas I wanted like a more subdued environment, just like very calm. And I couldn't figure out how to wrap my head around that. Like how to not be in teacher mode, to bring people on here that I need to give advice to. And it hit me at the beginning of the year. Like, just really creating a space that people can relate to. So that's my motto, like making it personable. Yes. I have been told, like, a lot of people are like, it's business, 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 business. But like, I'm a person that believe that you still have to have some compassion in business. You do. Like, because you're dealing with everyday people that have everyday issues that you don't know what they're going through. I have a poster right at my door before I leave out, and it says, it's not always about you. That person in traffic that tried to cut you off. I told you I needed one of those. Yeah, you did. I got you. That person in traffic that tried to cut you off, that ain't got nothing to do with you. They just having a rough morning. Yep. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't, like, you know what I'm saying? You never know what somebody is going through, so it's like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. So that's how I move. Like, you gotta have some compassion in business. Like, because to be honest, to acquire money is the easiest thing. If you go work at Chick-fil-A, you'll get a check. You got some money. Now, the amount of money that you are looking to acquire, it's a little different. But to get some money is easy. So it's like everybody's just chasing this dollar and these dollar amounts. But in that, there's no compassion. Yeah. Like, there's no compassion. Like, they're doing bad business in reality. Yeah, it's no substance. Yeah, they're doing bad business. So I just don't like. I like to move in love, and if that don't come with $1 billion, then I'm cool. I'm good. Like my saying, people when they see me now, they ask me how I'm doing. I say, as long as you see me, I'm good. Yeah. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot in life, so it's just like, we was joking last night. We was taking pictures. I'm like, man, I just started smelling a couple years ago. They like, what? I said, I don't know what I had going on, but I just realized that, like, I just started smiling a few years ago. Like, so now it's
crazy
just like,
because I always see you as a ball of energy.
yeah, but it's just like before I don't feel like I was angry. I just didn't, like, I wasn't in that space to express it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you feel like you were in that space?
I mean, I like to say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And shit, some of the time it wear you down.
Yeah,
like, you
that's
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So, I just carry it better now.
Yeah.
Like, I carry it better. I start setting those boundaries. Like, I start setting those boundaries with everybody. When it comes to a boundary, anybody can get it. A, B, anybody can get a boundary. Like,
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
And you ain't wrong.
Like, yeah, so. And it's crazy because my younger sister, she always used to say it, but I didn't like take heed to what she was saying. Like, I really, when she used to say boundaries, like, I used to think about physical boundary, like, hey, you know, my space.
Yeah.
But no, she really was saying like, no boundaries.
Every way
Like, but I wasn't there yet. I didn't grasp it, and she was saying this for a long time. But now I'm like, damn, she been on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And some of my other friends too, and like, I reached out to one of my boys and I was like, bro, you been on this. Like, I apologize because I used to get on him. Like, he would leave places early, like sneak out. He's like, man, bro, I'm protecting my peace. But I know what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't even take offense to people not understanding why I move like I move or why I speak how I speak. Yeah. Because I know that everybody hasn't experienced the peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that part, I love it. Well, I want to go back to something that you mentioned a minute ago before we wrap up. So you mentioned that in your business, you really don't post content about the business. You really don't, you just kind of post your life. And the business really comes from your word of mouth. Like, your word of mouth and just you being great at what you do. I think that's very interesting just because, we live in a world where everybody thinks content is everything. And listen, this is coming from the content person.
I know.
Like,
we've had content conversations.
Yes. Like, this is something that I want people to think about is that you don't have to get into a world that you don't want to get into. You just have to find a way to get your brand out there that works for you.
Yeah, do what works for you.
Yes, do what works for you. And you got to stop letting social media overwhelm you and run you.
Like, man, and it's the thing though. Just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Hard. I don't know why that's so hard.
Just be yourself. Like, it's so many.
Let me not say that. I'm not going to say that because I will say when I first got online, like when I first decided that I wanted to be on social media, I wanted to actually try to make a living off of social media. I did the same thing. Like when I showed up, I tried to show up as what I saw successful people doing.
No, guess what though? That's just, you're conditioned. Yeah. Same way that you were taught something when you were a child, and now as an adult, you're like, that doesn't make sense, or that doesn't work for me, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're just conditioned. Nobody told you to be yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody said it was okay to be yourself. Like, I'm working on a book too.
Okay.
I'm working on a book too, and
are we getting an exclusive?
So okay. I'm working on a book too, and my entire life, people always say, "It's always you. It's always you," right? And I used to take offense to that, and I would have a rebuttal. But now, it's always gonna be me because I'm not subscribing to what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Like, I don't care that 10 of y'all are saying that if I don't agree with it.
Yes.
Like, but
it's an own business.
Yes, but now in my younger days, I would articulate it in the wrong way. Mm-hmm. But now I understand that a person isn't wrong for doing something. It just doesn't work for me. Mm-hmm. Right? But prior to, I would say, nah, y'all wrong. Yeah. Y'all not wrong. That just don't work for me. Mm-hmm. Right? Just like a person, you're never wrong for how you feel. You're just usually wrong for how you articulate, how you express your feelings. So the same thing with all those. So back to the point, like, you were trying to be what you deemed was right, because you were just conditioned that way.
For sure.
Like, but me, it's always been me, cause I'm. Yeah. Like, even like it'd be a joke. Like, people like, why you single, or why you ain't with her no more? It was you. Yeah, it was me. Cause I ain't regular. I ain't them. I'm not them guys. So yeah, it is me. Like, you know what I'm saying. And I'm okay with it being me, because I'm not subscribing to what works for everybody else.
For sure. Well, we got just about wrap up, but I do want to ask you tell you one last thing. Like, I want you to think about 20-year-old Merk, and what's something that you wish you knew then that you know now that you feel like would have propelled you in your life.
I wish that I would have knew to not exchange my time for money.
Oh, child, can we get a cheers today? Because, baby, they sure condition us to exchange our time for money.
Not exchange my time for money. I used to imagine my hustle now, but on a clock.
Tearing them up.
Going crazy. And I thought, like, that was it. I'm going to excel in this company. Like, yeah.
That was me too.
Like, I'm going to excel in this company. I haven't had a job in 15 years, I think. Let me see. My son's 16. My oldest son's 16. I ain't had a job in 15 years.
That's lit. I love that.
It's a blessing.
4 for me.
It's a blessing.
Let me not say only. It's been 4 for me.
It's a blessing. And people ask me how. A mustard seed. A mustard seed.
A mustard seed.
A mustard seed. Faith of a mustard seed, man. Listen.
That's all you need.
Listen, faith of a mustard seed. Like.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming. I definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
This actually went way different than I anticipated, but I like where it went. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
You already know. Call Merk.
Call Merk. Y'all know what's up. And put y'all clothes on. Don't be answering the door in no daggone robe.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I'm coming professional every time. I'm not that guy. Especially, like, majority of my customers are women. And I know that in my industry, like, niggas be creeps. Just be, you know what I mean, be frank, they be creeps, and I don't want that on my name, ever. Yeah. And I don't like people to feel uncomfortable in their own homes.
For sure.
So, yeah. But catch me outside.
Hey.
It's up.
All right, Merk. Finish up your drink.